All right, welcome back. Now we're going to consider what is called calculated column. So previously we have seen measures. Okay, we have seen implicit and then explicit measures. Now we're going to do something similar, but this time we call it calculated column. All right. So let me show you what that means. We're going to switch to our data view over here, right? And we're going to use sales table, right? So I'm just going to click on this sales table, right? And if you go to the sales table, you will see that you see that we have sales amount and then tax amount. Okay. Now, what if we want to find the total of these two columns? Okay, we can actually do that using what is referred to as calculated columns. So for that, I'm going to go to home, right? And then instead of here, you see that we have new measure and then new column, okay, new table and so on, right? Now, if you're using the old Power BI, these buttons might be somewhere around here. But if for the new Power BI, it is somewhere here. So don't get lost. They are still there, right? You just have to look around and you will find them, right? They are somewhere here. So instead of new measure, previously we have used new measure. Now we're going to use new column. Okay, we're going to use new column over here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this new column, right? And once I click on that, I should see the formula button appearing over here for me. Okay, great. Now, once this appears, I can give it a name that I want. All right. Now, before I give it a name and start doing anything, I want us to save this file first and then go and see the file size. All right. Now, this might sound a bit silly, but if we check the file size, it's going to reveal something really fundamental about Power BI. All right. Let's actually save this one. I'm going to go to File, and once I get a file, let me go back. It was just reversing what I did. Right now, I want to save this file, save as. Since it's the first time I'm saving it, I'm just gonna go to save as, and then I have to just give it a name, right? So maybe let me call it Power BI first file. All right, something like that, and then let's save it and see. Great. Now let's go here and then check the file, right? So I'm going to go to Power BI files over here. Now this is the file, right? Power BI first file. This is what we just saved. And then you can see that, let's see the file size. You can see this is the file size, right? 1954 kilobyte. Okay. Now I'm going to note this one down, right? Let's note it down over here, right? 1954. Right, kilobyte. Okay, that's what we have, right? 1954 KB, 1954 KB. All right. So let's save. I mean, let's put this one down here. Okay, we will come back and then see after we have done some other things. We will come back and then compare and see the file sizes to see how it is going. All right. Now let's go back and do what we were doing. All right. So this is it. I'm just gonna click on the new column again. All right, and then this time I'm just going to so now it's going to add a new column over here. You can see that it's there, right? But I just want to name it properly. I don't want my new column to be just called column. I want to rename it properly. All right, so I'm just going to name it as total sales amount. Right, let me call it total sales amount. Now we can write our formula here, right? So I want to add the sales amount column, right? So sales amount, right? I want to add the sales amount column plus the tax amount. Okay, so I just type tax amount, okay, something like that, right? That's all I have to do, right? So next I just have to press enter, and this is going to be effect on the table respectively. Now see that the title has changed to total sales amount, and we can see the total sales amount over there, right? We can also format it, right? So this thing is going to be stored somewhere here, right? It's going to be stored here. So if I click on that and then I go to let's go home, it's supposed to be somewhere here, right? Let's format it to say dollars, right? I mean to currency. Now see that it's formatted, right? And then let's reduce this one to 0. That's a decimal point. Come on. That's what I want to do. So let's see how it's gonna come up. Great. So you see that we have all the totals over there, right? That's the total sales amount, combining sales and then the tax amount over here. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. Now let's save the file, right? So I'm just gonna go to save. Okay, or you can also use Ctrl S to save it, right? That's it. Now let's go back and then check the file size again. Right, let's go to our Power BI files. Now see how the file size has become, right? 1969. Let's go and put the file size over there. And then we can compare the two. So we have 1969 KB. Okay, 1969. All right, so now you can see that the file size has really increased, right? Let me make this one to bolder. All right, so initially it was 1954 kilobytes. Now it has increased to 1969 kilobyte. Okay, you see how the size has increased. Now let's go again and do some stuff and then come back and check again. All right, so let me close this one.